Hey kids, good morning everybody. Here we are in Portsmouth, Virginia, doing a little early morning shopping this morning out here on the streets. I walked down to the Dollar General store so I could pick up some nail polish remover, otherwise known as acetone. And now I've got all the ducks lined up. I can finally get to working on that dinghy repair. So sometimes it takes time to get all these things organized, but you know, it is what it is. So had a beautiful breakfast down there. There's a little cafe, a little coffee shop. Had a big old overstuffed comfy chair to sit in this morning. I had a little sausage croissant, panini, I guess, sausage and eggs on a croissant, squished in a panini grill. A little cheese on it. It was good. Cup of coffee. That was my breakfast this morning. Got up early, took Miss Lily for a big long walk this morning. She got plenty of exercise. Going back to the boat now. Gonna figure out what I'm gonna do about laundry. So here we are at the intersection of Crawford and High Street. And old Colonel William Crawford here with me. Hey, Colonel, how you doing? Anyhow, that's Colonel William Crawford, founder of Portsmouth, Virginia, February 27, 1752. Today known as Colonel William Crawford. Imagine that. That's odd. Anyhow, this is downtown, right over there. I don't know if you can see it right over there. There's some water. That's the ICW. I'll be heading down that either later today or tomorrow. That's looking down Crawford, heading south, and that's looking down High Street, which is where I just came from. See those people down there in those chairs? That's that little coffee shop I was at. And I'm going this way, here by the town bank, and gonna walk back over to the boat, which is just about 2 blocks away. Very convenient. Right next to me here is the Naval Shipyard Museum of Portsmouth, which is right next to the offices for the commander offices of the 5th Coast Guard District, which is in a building they share with the U.S. Post Office, interestingly enough. That's the Coast Guard offices there and the Post Office, all in one building. I guess Post Office is probably on the ground floor, and then the coasties are all up above. So sort of a strange situation, but nonetheless. Right here there's a big bronze stein, you know, one of these historical markers, on a parking lot. And it says the Crawford House, erected in 1835 by J.W. Collins, Portsmouth's first 5-story building, and for many years a leading hotel. Presidents Van Buren, Tyler, and Fillmore were entertained here, so says the plaque. Directly across from U.S. Coast Guard, Commander Atlantic Area, Commander 5th Coast Guard District, and the U.S. Post Office. Here at the corner of Crawford and Queen Street in Portsmouth, Virginia. We were right along the waterway here, actually. It's just half a block over here to my, I'm gonna cross the street here. They got construction going on over there. I'm gonna see if I can get run over. Oh. All right. So anyhow, I guess this tall building here, this is the Coast Guard. And then right next to it, attached to it, is the Post Office. So I'm not sure how the lay of the land is inside. It just struck me as being odd. Doing a lot of construction over there. They got the sidewalk all tore up. So I thought it'd be best to be on this side. There's a lady over here standing in front of the post office looking at me weird because I'm talking to myself. But yeah, I get a lot of that these days. Good morning, how are you? Live streaming, sorry. Live streaming, say hello.
Yeah, I see what's up with this.
Anyhow, Just meeting and greeting folks as we go along. Oh, look at these beautiful flowers. Beautiful roses out here in front of the post office. Nice. Sometimes, kids, you just got to take a moment and smell the roses. And they smell great. Of course, you got to be careful not to get a thorn in you when you do that, because that'll happen. But there you go. Took a moment and stopped and smelled the roses. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're on the corner of Crawford and London. There's a sign over there, visit the Old Town District. I kind of thought I was in the Old Town District. Maybe it's a block over, I don't know. Anyhow, they got this street here all marked to be tore up. There's beautiful paving in this area here. Looks like this is just recently paved, and now they got it all marked like they're gonna dig it all up. So there's a ship right there, there's the waterway. Sorry aiming you into the sun there, but it is still early morning here in Portsmouth, Virginia. So beautiful sidewalks here, all brick. At first I thought cobblestone, but no, this is all brick laid out, which makes for difficult walking actually. Yeah, good and bad. You know, it makes it good hard surface to walk on. But over the years of freeze and thaw, the bricks have rose and settled, and so just got to watch where you're walking. So Bentall Brooks Row, there we go, apartment building. Interesting, see my name on that, Bentall Brooks Row. Anyhow, we're back now at the corner of Glasgow and Crawford. And there's a big law firm here and this big commercial building. This commercial building advertised a little coffee shop. Coffee shop wasn't there. I thought, man, that'd be great. Go get a cup of coffee right next to the boat first thing this morning. And there was nothing there at all. The place was closed up tight as a drum. Sign on it advertising space for rent. Imagine that, some realtor trying to fill a spot. So anyhow, as we get into the shade here, okay. So there's the Renaissance Hotel right next to the water. Kind of a waterfront spot. They got a parking garage and conference center and all that there. You can hear the beep, beep, beep. Those guys working over there. Little interesting archway there. Huh. I walked right by that and didn't even notice it. Little interesting arch with a lion on top. I guess to this little park here. There's a couple of benches and some headstones set. All right, I got to go back and see what that was. I guess I wasn't paying attention. I walked right by it. Huh. Curiosity gets the better of me. That, and I know if I don't come back over and show it, someone's going to complain. So it says this is the there's a plaque, of course. It says this is the Bicentennial Arch, 1776, 1976. And the 200 years of the independence of the United States. This arch, inspired by one erected in Portsmouth in 1824, upon the occasion of a visit to the city by the Marquis de Lafayette. Marquis de Lafayette, okay, is dedicated to all who have lived and died for freedom. Bicentennial Committee, and then they list all the different people, the mayor and city council members and all that were involved in the erection of this arch. I think it's cool. I like the lion up on top. He's pretty neat. Let me get in the shade here. Maybe you can see him a little better there. A little bit of, what's that, Roman Greek architecture. Little gates on either side. And a little park to go with it. So, all right. Oh, there, we saw the little park. Anyhow, it's sort of interesting. Like, over there you can see there's a garage. And it's got an old brick structure. Old single floor garage. You know, no doubt that garage is probably 200 years old. 150, something like that. That no doubt was a shop or something at one time. Now it's a garage. But it's kind of interesting to walk through some of these old historic towns and see some of these, you know, these kind of cool old buildings like that. You just wonder, you know, what went on in their lives and what the history was. Man, if only walls could talk, huh? Tell you a little bit about what's going on. Oh well, such is life. Anyhow, I hope you enjoy your little walking tour here of Portsmouth. I'm getting back over to the boat. In fact, I can see it from here. We are just around the corner. You can see my mast sticking up there at the visitor center. So I will say that this may be the last time I'm going to post a live stream of me where I'm at the moment when I'm going to be docked or tied to any place. I had some guy walk by last night, kind of a strange looking guy, while I was sitting out in the cockpit. And he very quickly turned and looked at me and said, "Hey, Carl," and walked on. Walked on very quickly. But it worries me because you never know what kind of whack jobs there are. Certainly all the idiots that have been trolling me have made it pretty clear that that they don't have the courage to actually come out and be face to face. This guy actually had the courage to come out and be face to face, which you know, just in my book made it that much more dangerous. So going forward, I'm only going to tell you where I was, not where I'm going to be or not where I am. And people can follow up afterwards. So there's a lady over here with a dog barking at us. That dog was all the way down by the coffee shop where I had breakfast a little bit ago. Walking over there. Anyhow, there's Lily too. And I'll tell you what, right now she's a pig. She is a pig. I'm amazed at how much growth the boat can get on it in such a short period of time. Look at her there. She's got grass growing now. And these steps are ridiculous here. This is actually not a staircase. It's actually a stadium seating. And so these steps are humongous. And there are, I guess, roaches all over this dock. Great. You know, hopefully they're not going up my anchor, my ropes and getting on my boat. That's what I need. A roach infestation. Ha. Anyhow, we're back here at the Lily 2. And boy, she's a pig. Whoop. There we go. Sorry about that. I guess I had the phone out of adjustment. Anyhow, we're back here on the Lily 2. And as I said, she's a bit of a pig. I just had her bathed. I washed everything down, had all of the sides cleaned and clear. But look how much growth she's got on her already. I mean, talk about 5 o'clock shadow. That all happened in 1 week. In 1 week's time, going down the Delaware and the, well, I just deflated a bladder there, huh? Oh gosh, there's bugs all over the place. Guess I'm gonna have to spray the boat down now. Great. Great. Never ends. All right, kids, well, anyhow, we're back here at the boat, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this. You go, oh, and by the way, I saw the guy who lives in the other little boat here. He was here last night briefly and then left early this morning. So anyhow, kids, we'll have more for you later. Be good, be careful, and we'll see you later on. Bye, everybody.